Hi, I'm Vicar Brandy. Thank you for joining me today online, though we are apart. There is a really important topic that I wanted to discuss with you today. We're preparing for our Ash Wednesday celebration this coming Wednesday, February 17th at 7:30. And Ash Wednesday deals with a pretty challenging subject. It's a topic that most families don't want to have to take the time to discuss. And yet, it's a really important part of our Lenten journey. And that's the subject of death. So I wanted to take some time to explore this subject so that we can really understand what God is trying to do through Jesus Christ for us. So, in order to tackle this difficult and uncomfortable conversation, I thought I would enlist the help of two authors who wrote a beautiful book called The Invisible String. So, we're going to read our story and then we'll have a little conversation afterwards. This is The Invisible String by Patrice Karst. Liza and Jeremy, the twins, were asleep one calm and quiet night. Suddenly, it began to rain very hard. Thunder rumbled until it got so loud it woke them up. "Mommy, Mommy," they cried as they ran out to her. "Don't worry, you two. It's just the storm making all that noise. Go back to bed." "We want to stay close to you," said Jeremy. "We're scared." Mom said, "You know we're always together, no matter what." Mom held something right in front of them and said, "This is how." Rubbing their sleepy eyes, the twins came closer to see what Mom was holding. I was about your age when my mommy first told me about the invisible string. "I don't see a string," said Jeremy. "You don't need to see the invisible string. People who love each other are always connected by a very special string made of love." "But if you can't see it, how do you know it's there?" asked Liza. "Even though you can't see it with your eyes, you can feel it with your heart. And you know that you are always connected to everyone you love. When you're at school and you miss me, your love travels all the way along the string until I feel it tug on my heart. And when you tug it right back, we feel it in our hearts," said Jeremy. "Does Jasper the cat have an invisible string?" Liza asked. "She sure does," said Mom. "And best friends like me and Lucy?" asked Liza. "Best friends too. Anywhere and everywhere," Mom said. "Would it reach me even if I were a submarine captain deep in the ocean?" asked Jeremy. "Yes," Mom said, "even there." "Or a mountain climber?" "Even there." "A dancer in France?" "Even there." "A jungle explorer?" "Even there." "How about an astronaut in space?" "Yes, even there." Then Jeremy quietly asked, "Can my string reach all the way to Uncle Brian in heaven?" "Yes, even there." "Does the string go away when you're mad at us?" "Never," said Mom. "Love is stronger than anger, and as long as love is in your heart, the string will always be there. Even when you get older and can't agree about things like what movie to see or what game to play in the back seat or what time to go to bed." "Oh, that's right. It's time for you two to go to bed." And with that, they all laughed as Mom chased the twins back to their beds. Within a few minutes, they were asleep, even though the storm was still making the same loud noises outside. And as they slept, they started dreaming of all the invisible strings they have, and all the strings their friends have, and their friends have, and their friends have, until everyone in the world was connected by invisible strings. And from deep inside, They now could clearly see no one is ever alone. And that's our story, The Invisible String. God's divine love is that invisible string that connects us all. It connects every human being throughout all of creation and with creation. And even in the storms of life, that invisible string of divine love still keeps us connected. That invisible string pierces through the cross and takes us to Easter Sunday. Because God in Jesus Christ on the cross transcends death. I hope you take some time to watch this video and discuss it with your mom, your dad, or your caretakers at home about that invisible string of God's divine love. And as we start our Lenten journey, remember that God in Jesus Christ is trying to show us that God's divine love connects us all to one another and transcends, yes, even death. Thank you for joining me today. We look forward to seeing you at our Ash Wednesday service this coming Wednesday at 7:30. You can come in your PJs with some hot cocoa. We will have the distribution of ashes. And if you can't make it, we will also have a video worship available. Thank you again for joining me to talk about this challenging subject and the invisible string of God's divine love.